what's up, you guys? Today on Fun with the Gun, we're checking out the Vortex Spitfire. You know, it's a real hot day out. I need a drink. What am I doing? This shit'll kill you. I think I'm gonna kill it first. Hey, what's up, everybody? You're watching Fun with the Gun once again, and today I'm reviewing the Vortex Spitfire 3x Prism sight. So, let me give a general overview of this gun. As usual, with complicated overviews, I have a little idiot sheet here, and this is just got everything written down on it that I'm going to need. So I'm going to refer to this from time to time so that I don't forget anything to talk about with this scope, because this is really an important scope. It's a great scope. So, first and foremost, it's 5.5 inches long, 15.4 ounces. It has half MOA adjustment clicks instead of quarter MOA, so that's interesting. 2.8 inches of eye relief, 120 MOA windage and elevation adjustments. That's a high amount. That's good for a scope this small. It has the EBR 556 reticle, so that's a patented reticle by Vortex. Basically, it's a ballistic drop reticle specifically tuned for the 556 cartridge out to 500 yards. It's a great reticle. I really like it a lot. Last but not least, the price point, it sits at about $350. So that's a really good price for a mid-range optic like this, and I actually think it's an excellent price for an optic of this quality.
Yeah, it lists for $395 on Vortex's site.
Yes,
but you can
they're
find
actually
better prices.
Yeah, you can shop around and you'll find different prices no matter where you look, you know. So now we're going to talk about what I like about this scope. So, the build quality, first and foremost, feels outstanding. This whole thing, it feels solid. It's got no plastic or cheap feeling parts in it. This is a premium piece of technology.
Yeah,
right
and
here.
look at it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, look at it. I love
it really
this thing.
is.
It's a great
They
sight.
sculpted a nice one.
So one thing that I really like about this scope, it's got this little retention wire here. I don't know if you can see this. We're gonna roll in a closer shot of this. But basically, it's got this little wire attached to the scope, and that keeps your elevation and windage caps from falling off and getting lost. So they're just permanently on there, so that when you unscrew it, they just hang to the side and you can put it back on. That's a great feature. I would hate to lose my caps. You know, I always find myself pocketing them with other scopes. Next up, it has offset Picatinny rails on the left and right side. They're 45-degree angles, and basically that is so that you can mount a micro red dot of any sort on here. Maybe you want like a Burris Fast Fire or a Leopold Delta Point or even Vortex's micro red dot. You can put it up on there, and then you can take the gun, cant it, and you've got your own little sight there that you can run that's non-magnified. In case I didn't state it already, this is the magnified version of Vortex's optic. They have two different models. This is the 3x magnified model. The glass is outstanding. We have a lot of Vortex sights. We really like the Vortex brand, and so far what we found is that the glass for every optic, this one included, is very clear. We like it a lot.
Yeah, and they back it up. You know, 100% lifetime guarantee.
They call it their VIP warranty. It's a wonderful thing.
Right.
I like that a lot. The reticle is very sharp, very crisp. It's a great feature. I love that EBR 556. It's got red and green coloring for the reticle, so you don't have to choose between one or the other. You can have them both in the same sight. You don't have to go and pick out a model that has just the green or just the red. And I love that. It's got 5 different brightness adjustments. I find for myself that I like it on the brightest setting I can get it to. That way I can really make out the reticle and see it. Last but not least, and this is really a big talking point about this scope, this is a Prism Optic. Basically what that means is that it's a short tube sight with an etched reticle on it. So basically what that means is that the reticle is etched onto the glass, so if you run out of battery, you don't have to worry. The reticle is still there, but it's also illuminated. You may worry that it's not going to be too crisp or too bright or usable when the battery is not in there and being used, but you know what? It actually functions great. It's just as crisp and just as clear as any other scope reticle that's etched onto the glass. It's fantastic. So you can run this gun, or sorry, this sight, 100% without battery, and it'll do you great. Alright guys, so one more positive aspect about this scope that I didn't touch on in the last little segment there is this focus knob here. So basically what we're going to do is just pull off the back lens cap there, And we've got this little knob here, and we can rotate that either negatively or positively. Left is positive and right is negative. And basically what that's going to do is it's going to focus our reticle here so that if you look through the scope and it looks blurry, or the reticle looks blurry, or the target or anything like that, it looks wrong, you can focus it or unfocus it to your liking so that everything looks right to your eye. It's a great feature. I like that a lot. It's a fantastic part, especially the fact that you can put the reticle, or rather, sorry, the scope cap right back on. Great feature. So now we're going to talk about things that I don't like about this scope, and there aren't many, but we should touch on them. So, the first thing, very short eye relief. The 2.8 inches bothers me. Honestly, I came off from a scope that had 3.5 inches of eye relief, and maybe it's normal for prism sights like this, or for short scopes like this, to have short eye relief. I don't particularly care for it too much. I don't like having to get my nose right up onto the charging handle there to be able to see through the scope 100%. Bothers me. The next thing is the weight is actually really high for a scope of this size. My last scope weighed about 13 ounces, and on the Vortex website it says that this specific model weighs 15.4 ounces. So for anybody that's looking to build a weight-conscious carbine, that's kind of an annoyance for a scope like this. Maybe future models will have a lower weight, I don't know, but the weight bothers me about this. I wish it was a little bit lighter.
It is centered back though on the rifle, so that counteracts that.
Yeah, for sure. It does have a lot of rearward weight, and that's great. So
ergonomically, I think it's well designed.
Oh yeah, it's still a fantastic scope. I'm still very happy with it. So the brightness adjuster here, this knob that we're using to adjust our brightness from 1 to 5, it's pretty stiff. And maybe you can break it in. I've only owned the scope for a few weeks now. With more use, it might get easier to turn. But I find personally that it's a little stiff for my liking. It takes quite a bit of force to move it. Not that big of a deal, just kind of a pet peeve of mine. So that's going to do it for our dislike section here. Let's get on to some shooting.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so now that we've moved past the review section, we're going to do a little bit of shooting. You know, we shot a soda can earlier today. Going to take out a few more. It's a lot of fun. Let's do this. Oh yeah, that's a lot of fun. One more. That's what I call a good day. Boy, that was a hell of a lot of fun. And you know what? We're just getting started. We ain't done yet. I've got a few more things lined up for today that we're going to do with this scope. Let's move on. Hey guys, so now we're set up at about 100 yards here. I'm going to take a few rapid shots over at a paper silhouette that we've got set up downrange. Going to go for headshots, see what kind of grouping we get. Let's get this thing started. Alright you guys, so as you can see here, this is our 5-shot grouping. Not the best grouping in the world. I mean, it's not as precise as someone with a sniper rifle scope would be, but you know what? From a fixed 3-time sight at 100 yards, I don't think this is too bad. This is definitely all within the target, so I'm impressed. Alright guys, so now we're set up here at 250 yards. Got a steel plate, 12 by 12 inches, downrange over there, and I'm going to take some shots at it with my Vortex Spitfire here. Let's see what happens.
That was a hit.
Yep.
That's another hit. Another hit. Oh yeah, you're dancing it. Yep.
Hell yeah. Alright, that's 5 for 5. I'd say that's pretty damn successful. This is a fantastic sight, you guys. I love this thing to death. If you are on the fence about picking up one of these, go and get it. You will not regret it. Great scope. Cannot overstate how much I love this thing. Alright guys, that's going to finish up our video here. Thank you all again so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next video. This has been Fun with the Gun, signing out.